Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. So in this video we will learn together how to install Windows Server and Windows Client on VMware Workstation. The purpose of this Windows Server and Client, we want to import it from VMware Workstation to GNS3. So like this we can have not only the firewall or the Cisco switch, also we can have the Windows Server together, so we can practice more lab with the real network environment. So if you want to deploy something in your real network in your company, you can practice in GNS3. After that you can apply to the real network. So if for those of you already know how to do it, please correct me if I'm wrong or I have any mistake in this video. And for those who are the beginner or not yet know how to do this, we can learn together with this video. Okay. If you are new here watching my video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like my video. So for example, if you want to deploy some network or you want to upgrade something like this, you can have lab practice in GNS3. After that you can apply or you can deploy into your real network environment in your company. Okay, so I hope this video you learn something and you have some idea how to do this. Okay, so let's go to the lab together and we go through step by step. Okay, this is our VMware Workstation. We go to file for creating a new VM. First of all, we go to our this image and then we browse to our Windows Server. Here I have a Windows Server image, and then we click on next. For here the product key, we don't have to fill in the product key. We just fill in the username, the full name. So the full name I give it admin, and you need to select the window as well, the window version. Okay, so click on next and then you choose yes. Okay, here the VM name, so you can rename it later. If you don't like the name, you can rename it. So this one, no worry, you can put whatever name that you like. Okay, so here in my case this is our Windows Server, so I prefer to put it DC01. Okay, so later it will consider as a domain controller. Okay, so for this step you need to identify how many hard disk space to this Windows Server. Okay, so click on next and then you verify the configuration. No worry, for this part you can also edit later on. Okay, so we finish and then let our Windows installation run. So actually I have a USB adapter, so USB Wi-Fi, so this is it detect the USB Wi-Fi. Okay, so our Windows installation is start up. Okay, so let's our Windows installation to start up and complete 100%. So we need to wait for this one and we will come back later. Okay. Okay, so now our window is getting ready, the installation. So just wait for a moment to in order to finish the installation. Okay, so now it comes up to the login page, and then our window we can successfully install Windows Server 2016. Okay, so here our Windows Server. Yes, the first startup, you can see this is our first installation, so nothing here for this Windows Server. Okay, it's loading the server manager. Okay, this is a VMware tool, so let it run. So we install the VMware tool. Okay, so VMware tool we let it run the VMware installation for the VMware tool in order to get everything for our Windows hardware driver. Okay, so as you can see, this is a new installation. So later on we will configure our Windows Server to domain controller and to the ACP server as well. So this is our preparation for our lab later on. Okay. So after we have our Windows Server, we do the same thing with our client. We create new VM. So this time we create a Windows 10 client. Okay, so we browse to our image, ISO image, and then we follow the step by step as we do the Windows Server as well. Okay, so I think everyone get understand for this window installation on the VMware Workstation. So okay, it's the same thing for Windows Server or Windows Client. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so we can change the our Windows client hardware setting later on. So no worry, you just keep it default like this. That's okay. So now let our window installation to finish 100. Okay, so our window installation is finished and get everything ready, and you can log in to the window for the first login. Okay. So you just follow the step, just click next, follow the instruction of the window installation, and for the network here we just click on don't have internet, so later on we will configure it later. Okay, so the window will finish everything for the first time installation and get everything ready. So we will go to the login in the less than few minutes. Okay, so now we log in. So now we finish our installation on a Windows client. So this is our Windows 10 client. Okay, so this is our Windows 10 client. So we have a Windows Server and Windows 10 client. So one more thing, I will add Windows 7 client, but I don't take more time to show you. Just let you know that Windows Server and Windows client we do the same thing. I hope you can do it by yourself, and we will focus on the lab configuration with GNS3. So this is our window preparation. We just prepare our Windows Server and Windows client for lab in GNS3. Okay, so this is our GNS3, and we want to import our Windows client and Windows Server to GNS3, and we go to Edit and Preference. Here you can add VMware here, VMware VM. So nothing here, okay? And if we look into the VMware Workstation, we have our Windows Server and Windows Client here. So we go back to our GNS3, and then you select on VMware VM, click on New. So this is we need to run our VMware on local PC. So click Next, and then this is the VMware list. VMware list, we want to add this 3 window to our GNS3. So I add Windows Server first. Okay, finish. DC01. Okay. I go to edit some setting. DC, okay. Network adapter 1, and then here I select here. Okay, and then we click on New. We add another one, Windows 10. Okay, edit, New, Windows 7. Okay, so after we add this client, we apply, and we have our window import from VMware to our GNS3, and then we need to check on the network adapter. Okay, so our window VMnet2. Okay, so VMnet2, we need to configure. Here you select on VMware. Okay, VMnet2, I want to add the VMnet interface, so I want to have only 9 VMnet interface. Okay, so you just select from VMnet2 to VMnet 9. You can add whatever the interface to the maximum is 19. In my case here, you can add later. Okay, in my case here, let's say 10 interface VMnet. Okay, you click on configure, and then the GNS3 will automatically adding the VMware VMnet for us. Okay, so let's wait for a moment. Okay, now complete. We apply, and then okay, so we try to add here. So this is our DC, our Windows client. So let's try to take our Windows 10 client and then cloud. Okay, so I want to have FortiGate. Let's say switch. Okay, DC Windows 7. Okay, I connect. So let's start our FortiGate firewall. Oh. Okay, so DC1 also start our firewall. Okay, DC1, Windows 10, Windows 7. Okay, so after a firewall start up, I start the switch, and then I start the Windows 10 client. Okay, so let me show the interface. Okay, port 2, this is port 1. Okay, so new password admin. Okay, so everyone, we go to our configuration on FortiGate and we add IP address to this one. For example, let's say 172.168.1.1.24. Okay, so now I add this IP. We go to edit port, edit port number 2. Okay, set mode to static, and then set IP 172.168.1.1.24. Set allow access, ping HTTPS. Okay, so we show system interface. Okay, now port 2 we have this IP address. Okay, so we go to our Windows client. Okay, Windows client. Here our Windows Server. Here our Windows 10. Let me check the IP address. Okay, we don't have any IP address, so we
we configure our IPv4 IP address 172.168.1.16.1 dot, let's say 2. Okay, 255. Okay. Okay, so let's try to disable, enable to refresh our IP address. Okay, so let's try ping our firewall. Ping 16.1.1. Okay, now we can ping our firewall. So I use Windows 10 here, Windows 10 client, to access the FortiGate firewall. Okay, so you can go back to Windows 10 and we open our Microsoft Edge browser. We type in the IP address of our FortiGate firewall. Wait for a moment. Okay, so HTTP 172.16.1.1. Okay, here we go. So our username admin, password admin. Okay, so as you can see, now we have our FortiGate, we have our switch, Windows client, we have Windows 10 and Windows 7, and our Windows Server. So this is how we can add our Windows to GNS3, and you can have a real practice with those network environment, not only with a FortiGate firewall, Cisco or MikroTik. So you also can test with server and client as well. So next lab I will configure this one as a domain controller and the ACP server, so we can have more lab practice with Windows Server with FortiGate firewall. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you very much everyone that watching my video till the end. I hope to see you with my next video. Thank you.